I am all decked out to go to do a little shopping. They just opened a new Nordstrom rack. I'm wearing some Mother semi-skinny leg jeans and a white Ralph Lauren long shirt with this vest that I cannot remember where I got it. It is very old, but I love it on chilly days like today. And then these, kind of a controversial piece, are an Australian driving shoe slash slipper that I got for Christmas for my daughter. And I am gonna push the fashion limits and wear these out and about, because not only do they match my vest lovely, they're also very, very comfortable. I've got a pair of little cotton socks on as well. So maybe I look like the complete nerd. I am fine with that. For right now, I'm gonna rock it. Let me know what you think below in the comments. All right, let's go shopping. Oh, I wanted to mention that I am going to bring my Never Full from Louis Vuitton with me on this trip because it is so spacious, hence the name, Never Full. I love that it has my initials on it. It gives it just a little more of that upscale look rather than just the regular Never Full that was at a time very, very common. And then I will be able to put any items that I purchased, just pop them in there and save the bag. So, all right, now we are ready to go shopping. Oh my gosh, this makes me so excited. Oh my gosh, it's adorable. Look at all the faux presents that are wrapped. I'm assuming they are fake presents, just boxes, but this tree, it's amazing. And I haven't told you, but I have just stepped into Cabela's because it is a cozy vibe, and they actually, in the past, historically, have carried a lot of UGG footwear. So I'm just gonna see if they have any and what their selection is. Well, that was rather interesting. The store has a great cozy feel, but there was nothing there that I really needed. Anyway, so I'm moving on to the next spot. I am looking for some new rugs for my house. We've talked about that before. And I spotted some Ralph Lauren rugs at a shop down the way. So I'm going to step inside there and see if they're still there and reconsider the sizes that they are and see if they would fit. All right, I have parked at the next stop and I just wanted to touch base on my hair. I dye my roots and then add a color to my hair as well. And my hair is actually quite dark underneath. But I have a little bit of graying occurring and have had for a while. And so I always wanted to just see what it would be like to go blonde. When I started seeing the gray in my hair, I just went for it and went full out blonde. And I haven't gone back. I've had blonde hair since 2010, so 15 years. But I'm getting a little, I want my hair to grow long again, and this is about as long as it ever has gotten. So I'm going to try to stop bleaching my entire roots in my head. And so I bleached the roots along my part line and along the edges here. And then instead of putting color all over my hair, I did a toner, and it was lightest ash blonde. And in some lights it looks a little gray. In this particular light, it doesn't really look too grayish. But what it did is it took that kind of brassy yellow that I have acquired over the years of bleaching my hair blonde, and it's toned it down. I have thought long and hard about how to do this with my hair. I've talked to hairdressers, I've talked to friends, I've talked to people who are into hair, and what I ended up doing was simply using bleach and level 20 to bleach my part line and around my face. And then I used level 10 with this toner, and it's a 1:2 ratio. So 1 ounce of toner to 2 ounces of a level 10 developer. And I put it first on my roots that I just bleached. And then I just put the rest of it all over my head and my hair. And I left it for, I want to say 20 minutes. I didn't leave it for the full 30 minutes because I was a little bit nervous about how gray it was going to go. And I am very happy with the results. Not only at my part line, which is great, but I literally did not put any bleach on my roots. You can see how much they've grown. So it was time to do something. But the toner just picked up the gray hairs and toned them, if that's possible. So my hope is that I won't bleach my whole head, maybe 3 or 4 times a year only. I will end up doing it. I will continue to figure out the part line. I just don't like roots, and I don't want any orangey or yellow to be lifting there. And the level 10, it doesn't lift very much, but my hair is very thin, and so it's very reactive. So sometimes when I pull up my hair, I see a tiny bit of warmth popping out, and I don't want that. But I don't want the yellow or an orangey to be happening. So I'll continue to work with bleaching the part and along the face just to keep it kind of congruent. But my hope is that I can just tone the rest of it. It feels so soft and healthy. I'm shocked, beyond shocked, that my hair is so healthy considering what I have done to it for the last 15 years. What was the other thing I wanted to say? Oh yes, yesterday I went and had my teeth cleaned. It was a little overdue. So when I went yesterday, the gal did my teeth and she did a great job. As always, shout out to Tammy. She's just a dream. Such a lovely human being. But then Dr. Rosa, who is, by the way, just beautiful. This tiny little beautiful dentist with the most beautiful skin. She walked in the room and I actually said to her, "You are so beautiful." Her skin quality was such a natural, beautiful, just pretty. And she said to me, "You have lovely skin. What lasers do you use?" And I laughed inside of myself because I did go to the dermatologist to get a little bump on my neck checked. And they're like, if you have any issues with any of the little discolorations that are starting to occur on your face, we can laser them away. I didn't even venture to ask them how much it would cost to get that done. I really didn't have any interest. But Dr. Rosa said to me, "Your skin is beautiful. What lasers do you use?" And I sort of laughed and said, none. And she kind of looked at me like, so she went on to say, I have a friend or friends, I can't recall exactly what her words were, but I have friends in the industry and we talk about this and, you know, about lasering and skincare a lot, she said. So I know nice skin when I see it, and yours is very nice. What do you use? And I told her that I use Shiseido. And honestly, I have been a faithful user of Shiseido for at least 5 years. I was in Kauai at the Shiseido counter in Macy's, and the gal who always helped me with my Shiseido products introduced me to a product called Enmei, E-N-M-E-I. It's kind of an iridescent packaging, and it comes in a liquid form, in a serum, and it comes in a cream. And they're very expensive. I have another video talking all about these products if you want to look that up. They're amazing, still do amazing things on my skin. But they sold me on, she sold me on the product because she said to me, Shiseido Enmei line is what you want to use if you want to avoid surgeries. And I had at that time stopped doing any kind of Botox for about 3 years because I had found botulism in my system. Obviously, I mean, it's a no-brainer. You're putting botulism in your face. It's going to be in your system, but I have a very delicate body, and so long-term that wasn't going to be sustainable for me. So I had quit using Botox. And so for her to say this product is what people use when they don't want to do any surgeries, I was sold. So I started buying this rather expensive product because I haven't done lasers, and Dr. Rosa made a good point. I told her about the Shiseido Enmei line and told her it's kind of expensive, but in relation to other things, it's not. $500 for a jar of cream is a lot of money, but in relation to the unknown to me costs of having laser done on your face and then the follow-up or whatever, it's relatively inexpensive because that jar lasts at least 2 months for me, probably more than that. And interestingly, I was in Portland last weekend and I went into Nordstrom's and I was looking at the line Clé de Peau. I had seen some stuff about it online and I wanted to just check it out. I ended up buying several of their products. The Clé de Peau counter gave me a bunch of samples of their skin line, and she told me that Shiseido bought out Clé de Peau a while ago. So they're now like integrating their formulas into Clé de Peau. And so I used these little packets that she gave me of the Clé de Peau serum and the lotion and then another conditioner. And the results for me were very similar to, at least in feel, very similar to using the Shiseido Enmei line. So she signed me up for a full makeover with Clé de Peau in November, mid-November. So I'm going to head back to Portland to do that. And I'm excited about it. So skincare, all things skincare. It was just such a shock to me to hear Dr. Rosa say to me that I had great skin. I just hadn't heard anybody say anything about me, my skin or anything for a really long time. And it's not that I'm used to getting compliments, but I haven't done a lot of photo shoots lately. I've done a lot of auditions and I haven't got them. The ratio, they say, is for every 50 auditions that you do, you should get one. And I probably have done maybe 20 and I haven't got any of them. My statistics were never 1 in 50. I had just been lucky up until this point. But I had done like 20 auditions and not gotten them. And somehow in my mind, I think I started getting a little bit down on myself and thinking thoughts. Anyway, so even though I don't rely on people telling me, oh, your skin is beautiful, I guess it's sort of nice to hear that you have nice skin. It's nice to get a random compliment from someone that you would not expect one from. And so that really I guess I'm kind of embarrassed to say, but it really lifted my spirits. This all leads me to the fact that I have this really great book that I came across at Target of all places. I was shopping with my youngest daughter and went into the book section. I found this book on recognizing or becoming more familiar with or embracing your shadow side. And I bought that book maybe 3 months ago, and I started using it. And you do a little bit of stuff, and then for me at least, it takes me a little while to like process the things that I've just figured out in that book. And part of that book that I read today was affirmations about not needing other people to validate your purpose or your worthiness. And that hit me strong because that compliment yesterday just really reinvigorated me, whereas prior I was feeling differently. So now I'm reflecting, passively reflecting. You know, it's in your mind and you're not thinking about it so much as it's just kind of playing in the background and you're recognizing things. So yeah, all of this is coming together, but I will, I'll talk a little bit more about that book too, and get the name and title of it and the cost and all the details of where you can get it as well if it's something that you're interested in. Someone once told me, we're all angels and we're all assholes. So embracing the asshole side of ourselves is important because, you know, it's us. I have been pondering all of these things this morning, and I love thinking about these kinds of things. And yeah, so now it's time to go think of some things that are, some might say less important, but important in the creature comforts of our home and the artistic or creative development of ourselves, and that is home decoration. Let's go do this. Good morning, everybody. It is actually the next day. I went into the store that I was describing in the last clip and was asked not to film, so I didn't. So I woke up this morning and I took a shower and I'm letting my hair air dry. I am going to show you what I purchased yesterday, and then I'm going to do a workout, and then I'm going to take the dog on an early morning walk. But first, coffee. Now that that is complete, I would like to show you the entire outfit that my son and his girlfriend got me for, I think it was my birthday last year. But this is the outfit I was talking to you about that I wore in the doTERRA video. And this is the one that she found exactly for me, which the color is just gorgeous. It's perfect for this time of year. Got a little sports bra on underneath, but great little outfit to do yoga in, which is what we're gonna do next. But first I'm gonna show you the room that I've been working on. Okay, so that is what you just came off of, that tripod. And I'll move this out of the way so I can show you my purchase yesterday. I love this pattern, it's so pretty. And then I purchased a mat for underneath, one of the thinner mats for underneath. So huzzah, I have finally got a rug that is a 5x7 rug in this room. Part of yesterday getting away from me was I did an audition right here. And this is where I am going to set up my yoga workout for today.
Well, that was just what my body needed. My nose is not nearly as stuffy as it was yesterday. So now I think I will take Ty on a little walk. The sun is starting to rise, so let's do it. And there's my little dog, guarding as always, waiting for the sun to rise so we can go on a walk. Huh. We are bundled up and ready for our walk. Right, Ty? Let's go. We are back from our crisp walk and ready to head inside. This is where I'm going to wrap up the video, but before I do, I'm going to quickly ask you to please hit the like button, and if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do that as well. It would help so much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you back on Wednesday. Bye.